It's a derby stretching back decades with so much history here today. We are ready for the very first derby, the Adelaide derby between Adelaide City and West Adelaide at the home of West Adelaide, Kilburn Sportsplex. Many legends have been made, many championships received, and historic milestones between these two clubs over the years. And today, we are ready to see something else here today for the very first Adelaide derby at Kilburn. I'll give you a warm yassel, ciao, and g'day from us here today for this big broadcast. Myself, Johnny Gecko, alongside Simon Jimenez. Simon, a milestone occasion down here at Kilburn for the first Adelaide derby.
Yeah, it is. We always talk about those fixtures that you mark down in the calendar at the start of the year, and the first Adelaide derby here at Kilburn, it's surely a big occasion. All hoping for a massive crowd. Looks like they're starting to come in now. We got some flags here today as well. Standalone fixture on a Sunday. I think we're all set up for a big one.
Could not have asked for better weather as well.
Yeah,
today,
spot on at the moment. Don't jinx it for us.
No, but we're under cover, so it's all good down here at Kilburn. But also, just to say as well, it's an NSL derby. Stems back to the passion, the pride of these clubs. We had Paul Pezos and Aurelia Vidmar, legends of the clubs, downstairs for a pre-match function, which was very good, and seeing some names down there from years past at these two historic clubs. And also to mention as well, something about the broadcast, we're here with headsets on, and some people mention it's a bit reminiscent of the NSL broadcast day, so we thought we'd bring that back here today for today's broadcast for the pre-game show.
Who's Les Murray? Who's claiming that one? We'll leave that alone.
We'll leave that to you guys at home.
Yeah, it's sacrilegious.
Let's take a look. We are at the last game of the round 12. All the clubs are re-meeting for the second time of the season, heading into the final stages of the season. But have a look at the ladder of how it stood getting into round 11. City were in the top 4, West Adelaide were in the bottom 4 heading into this round before the fixtures have played out over the last couple of days. But very different, varying positions for these two clubs at the moment.
Yeah, I think looking at the run, one thing they have got in common is the run that they have had for the last few games hasn't been what they wanted. A lot of draws for both sides. You know, unfortunately for West Adelaide, they started a little bit slower than Adelaide City, so they didn't have that higher starting point to go from. But I think both teams are desperate to turn around form a little bit and show their quality. Absolutely,
and we'll talk about what's happened with the couple of results in the last couple of days, what it's done and what it's meant for these two clubs as well. With Adelaide City, they've jumped up into third spot at the moment, so it's... they got a chance to jump into the third spot. They haven't moved just yet from fourth place. However, West Adelaide, though, they've dropped into the bottom 3. So they need a win today, and a win today could get them into 8th position, which is massive for them.
Yeah, for Adelaide City, they're lucky that Playford have left the door open for them, so they do have that opportunity to climb. As it stands at the moment, only 2 points separate 4th position from 7th though as well. Yeah. So on the flip side, there's a little bit of danger that with a loss, they may end up going to a very congested mid-table, which we know it's a heartbreaking part of the table when it comes to that final year. But for West Adelaide's side, they can jump all the way from 10th to 8th and put them on the edge of that top 6 conversation. So a win would be absolutely massive to them. They had that big win against Playford last week, 4-1. They'll be hoping that that's the tipping point for their season.
Well, if they can get the win here at home against their arch rivals today, I'm sure it'll be loud, but obviously it'll be very big for them as well, because it just changes the season, especially heading into the halfway mark. That's where things can change for these clubs, and we love it now because they've all met each other once already. Now it's that turning point. They're going to come back eager and hungry after round 1 time they both met.
Yeah, for sure. And the other thing as well, certain teams within the competition are stronger at home as well. So you also wonder if some clubs have sort of had the rub with facing some of the more challenging teams at home, then they've still got the return legs to go as well. So I think we're going to see some ladder movement and maybe even a bit of a shift up. You know, West Torrens, Bacala and Metro Stars at the top, they're starting to sort of cement their positions up the top, but we can still see some shocks.
Well, let's take a look at the fixtures as well, because some of the fixtures happen on the weekend. The results happen now. It's the final game of round 12. But some of those that will shake up the top as well. Metro getting a 4-0 win last night against Campbelltown City. Not great for Campbelltown. They've got a few injuries, but they've still got a strong side there as well. So not great for their chances with their final hopes.
Yeah, and a lot of former A-League talent within Campbelltown as well. So I think that'd certainly be feeling like they deserve better at the moment. For me, not really a shock that Metro got the win at home. I think they went in as favourites. 4-0 though, that's maybe a little bit dramatic.
Yeah, and LA United getting a point against Playford. So Playford dropping more points after last week losing. But it's great for LA United, another point. They've got the strong side there, but Playford will be disappointed coming out with just a point.
Yeah, Playford will be, it's a little bit of shock with the win last week and the draw this week, but we were all looking at Adelaide United wondering what the end of the A-League season was going to mean as well, with more players becoming available, some players having to go on mandatory period of holidays as well, because some have been doing double duty with A-League as well. So, that's interesting. I think two teams that are going to be interesting to watch in the coming rounds.
Yeah, well, it's it's going to be very interesting to watch that as well. Down the bottom of the ladder, it's getting a little bit dangerous now for Comets. We think Parry Hills now, I think their fate is written on the wall. They look like they are going to be relegated. It's going to be hard for them to try and get some more points with the way it's going towards the end of the season. But Comets, though, a 4-1 loss on the weekend wasn't a great way to start that second half. It was
always going to be tough, though, travelling to Jack Smith Park. So, that result was reflective of a couple late goals from Burkalla as well. So I think leading up until that 90-minute mark, they were only trailing 2-1. It didn't quite look so bad. Certainly not like the 4-1 margin it ended up being. It was always going to be a tough one, but Comets just have to, hold their head high, keep on plucking away, take every game, one game at a time, and do their best they can for the back half of the season. Well, we love this, the local game here in South Australia, and we're all about it here. We've got a big derby ready to go, and it's all building as well. And my favourite song's on. I was just about to say, it's absolutely hard to keep a straight face, talk about the game and pre-match entertainment while our camera operator is doing air guitar in the background, getting into it, just like the fans are here. Seeing as we've got the Maradona music, he might be juggling a soccer ball in a second as well. So maybe. It's one of the special things about match day at Kilburn is when the atmosphere just starts to build. The music's always loud, and we're hoping it continues right past kickoff. Well, it's great to see. There's so many names down here today. One thing I do love seeing at both these clubs, Adelaide City and West Adelaide, especially here at Kilburn, it's happened a lot where you bump into some of the big legends of our game in South Australia, the Vidmars. We've got the Pezoses here as well. George Pezos is here, and so many others as well today. So it's one of those things about local football, and one of those things about these two clubs, the history they both have, and what they're about to create here today, because we talk about this stadium many years to come. West Adelaide, some would say they've been the gypsies of the leagues, not having an official home. That's their words, not mine. Some fans' words, not official words. But it's great to see them have a home. They're establishing themselves here, and they're ready to make it a fortress, and they're doing so well with that smell as well. How good's that charcoal barbecue going behind us? It's the best smelling stadium in the state for sure. But to your point, they've got a huge amount of history, and I think Kilburn Sportsplex is just the next chapter of it. Absolutely. Well, we got so much in store today. We're all going to get ready to head down the boundary for the sideline. That is a great pre-game show between the two of us here today. We've enjoyed it. Les Murray and who are you going to be? I'll be Les. Well, who's Les? We'll leave it I'll be Andrew Asati. Yeah, there we go. From Andrew and Les here today. No, from Johnny and Simon, we're going to wrap things up right now because we've got a massive 90 minutes of football still to come. Don't go anywhere on the other side. Simon and David Grant will be joining you for the match day commentary. That's all from the pre-game show. We'll see you on the other side.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Kilburn Sportsplex for this men's RA NPL match between the host side West Adelaide and the visitors Adelaide City. I'm your host, David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes. I'm not alone though, I'm with Simon Jimenez. Simon, very quickly before I do the line out, how are you?
I'm going very well, thanks, David.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all. Oh, you said to be quick. I thought we'll give it to you punchy. Why not?
That's very good for me. Let's take you through the West Adelaide lineup first. Number 3, Alexander Banjak. Number 4, Luca Fabrizio. Number 5, Diego de Oliveira. Number 7, James Odenwalder. Number 9, Riley Stam. Number 12, Keshav Shrestha. Number 13, Luka Dobrovolsky. Number 14 is Maxime Ivanic. Number 18 is Alex Simopoulos. Number 42 is Connor Golan. And number 45 is the captain and goalkeeper, Jackson O'Donnell. On their bench, they have Eduardo Castaneda, Dion Kirk, Ben Hughes, Socrates Sandagari, Marco Grelli and Emmanuel Tsaikis. The visitors, Adelaide City, they line up as follows. Their goalkeeper is number 1, John Hall. Number 6, Bradley Corbo. Number 7, Daniel Bressan. Number 12, Nicholas Francesi. Number 20, Yuki Kitano. 22 is Giorgio Parhas. 23, Yared Abachu. 46 is Oliver Western. 47 is Asad Kasumovic. 80 is the captain today, Patrick Karachia. Number 87 is Dom Costanzo. On the bench for Adelaide City, Matthew Dauber, Francesco Schmitzi, Cosmo Groff, Dion Petropoulos, Rylan Webb and Terence Lynch. West Adelaide come into this 10th on the ladder, but they will go 7th with a win today. A draw would take them above Campbelltown, only up to 9th. They've scored 22 goals and they've conceded 22, a goal difference of 0. Interestingly enough, the 22 goals that they have scored is equal to or more than every team above them up to 3rd place. Adelaide City, in fact, have only scored 21, 1 goal less than West Adelaide. West Adelaide's form coming into this, though, is mixed. They did have a big win last week at Playford, and that was a fine performance. I was there, but that was their first win in 6 going back to round 4. Adelaide City, meanwhile, sitting 4th on the ladder. They can go above Playford and into 3rd with a win today. City did have a great start to 2026. They didn't lose a game until round 7, and they lost 1-0 to an Alex Sortini goal against Sturt. They then had a narrow loss to West Stearns McCullough, beat Campbelltown 2-1, but they have drawn their last 2 games against Playford and FK Beograd last week. Simon,
have a deep breath, sir. You've done very well there during the intro.
I have to sit down for a minute now after getting all that out. What a rush. What an excitement, though. This is, for me, an old guy looking back at the old NSL days. This is a return to olden days when everything was black and white, and these two teams were on the national stage in the old National Soccer League, the predecessor to the A-League. I don't know if you're my age or not. I wouldn't even care to ask you. But
I'm a few years, younger than you. But I remember as a kid, I still got to see the tail end of the A-League, and Adelaide City were my team when I was a youngster, being from the eastern suburbs, the Italian side of town. It was all about Adelaide City, but certainly the reputation of these two sides and the derbies over the years, something that's even as someone slightly younger, you're absolutely aware of.
Christian Verdicchio, the referee today, he gets us underway. He's assisted by Henry Day on one side and Mon Badkur Kadka on the other side. These two teams did meet back in round 1 of this season at Adelaide City Park. That game finished 2-1, not before West Adelaide took an early lead through Riley Stam. Nick Bucco and Daniel Bressan scored 2 goals to give the home side Adelaide City a 2-1 win in that game. Last week, Adelaide City, 2-2 draw, as I mentioned, as Kasumovic comes in with a chance here. Kitano's put the ball in, and the goal's been given, no offside. And I haven't had a chance to sip on my latte yet.
I'm glad you looked up just in time to catch that. That's exactly what Adelaide City would have wanted, get an early start to silence the crowd here at Kilburn Sportsplex. Yeah, I don't think I was quite ready for that. We were barely through the intro, and Yuki Kitano's finding the back of the net for Adelaide City.
And they go 1-0 up in a shock. West Adelaide gathering together in the centre of their own half right now. Jackson O'Donnell bringing the troops in, and they're having a huddle and obviously a chat about what's just happened, and not to be too stunned by that. But what a start for Adelaide City. Yuki Kitano there, through on goal, puts it away and gives them an early lead.
Absolutely incredible. It does mean when you do have that early goal, neither team really gets the chance to settle in. For West Adelaide, they're going to turn up the temperature straight away now, and Adelaide City are going to have to match that intensity if they decide to bring it. So, not a moment wasted here as we get back underway.
Just 1 minute, 12 seconds on the clock when Kitano put that ball away for his 7th league goal of the season. He's picked the ball up again. Here's Karachia, the captain's armband on his right arm as he flicks the ball through, looking for Costanzo on the far side. He chips it over to the back post, but the runs had all been to the front post. Now James Odenwalder will try and come away with it. Simopoulos sees that one out for West.
From the neutral point of view, it's good to see Adelaide City start quickly. I think they stacked their side, and we expected so much during the pre-season that they were going to come up and really be a threat to the top of the ladder. I don't think we've seen that yet. Doesn't mean we're not going to see it this season, but I think maybe a little bit of a slower start than we all expected, but we certainly didn't have a slow start to this game. Long throw right into the edge of the 6-yard box.
Flicked on there, eventually collected by Jackson O'Donnell.
Is Yuki Kitano in that sort of mood today? Is that what we're potentially looking at?
Don't know what he had for his breakfast or his lunch or even his early dinner, but he's on fire so far. We've only played a couple of minutes. Here's Simopoulos now picking it up for West. Kasumovic on a mission though, gets to the ball first, concedes the throw, although he did claim for it. James Odenwalder, the number 7 for West, will take this throw in. Odenwalder, not a lot of movement, so he goes long looking for Stam, but it's intercepted by Corbo. West now with it, just inside the City half. Here's the Oliveira. Now it's Riley Stam. He's got Ivanic in the middle. He looks up for him and he looks to try and get it to him. Ball just goes out for a throw-in off the corner flag post. Flag post?
Flag post?
I guess that's right.
I'm taking your word for it on that one.
Flag post.
Either way, it's going to be a throw-in. And Adelaide City sent the long one in. West Adelaide decided to go back and a little bit shorter.
De Oliveira plays it back. He can't find the space to get the shot in, and they concede the throw-in that far side, West Adelaide. Ball coming off Keshav Shrestha last.
I was going to mention at the top, before we were rudely interrupted by that first goal, I thought for a second we had a flare in the crowd. You know what it was? It was the smoke coming off the barbecue.
I did see that.
This is exactly what we want from a Kilburn Sportsplex game.
Absolutely. Smells terrific as well.
I think this ground is something that West Adelaide can be so proud of. And you really hope for the sake of the league that, of course, they came up to the RAA NPLSA from the HPG Home State League 1 after last season. But, for the sake of the league and for the sake of all the teams playing in it, you really want this ground to be one of those tough away days that you really look forward to on the calendar. Absolutely.
It is a fine building. And Kitano's here, but he is offside. Well, actually, I think Bressan was offside beforehand. But you're right, Simon. It is a great little facility, purpose-built, of course, and enclosed as well. Has the feel of a proper little football ground. And unfortunately, you at home won't be able to see it, but we are in a magnificent Neil McGahey stand here. Neil McGahey, a former West Adelaide great in the 70s and 80s, in those NSL days that we spoke of. Here's Diego de Oliveira, plays it into the middle, finds Connor Golan, and in the end, the ball launched forward, long ball. John Hall should get there first. You'll see that out. And indeed it does go out. As I mentioned before, they did meet once already in 2026. But their last meeting before that, West Adelaide, as you pointed out there, Simon, our newly promoted side, their last foray into the top tier here was back in 2023. In round 1 then, Adelaide City had a 4-0 win at Service FM. Nick Bucco, Augustus Williams, Aladdin Irabona, Katsuyoshi Kimishima scoring the goals for Adelaide City in a 4-0 win. Jackson O'Donnell was playing in that game. He's one of their longest served players. And look at Dobrovolsky, who started today, was on the bench in that game back in 2023. In round 12 of that 2023 season, a 1-0 win at West Adelaide, who at that time were playing at West Beach. Nick Bucco scored the goal in that one. And prior to that, you have to go back to 2019, Simon, for the last times they met. West Adelaide home game. They actually won that one, and that's the last home win they've had over Adelaide City back in 2019. But that was a 3-0 win for West. Perry Mitris, now of Adelaide Olympics, scored 2. And Thanasis Lessie, now of Sturt, scored 1 in that game. Luke Osby was in goal for Adelaide City. And there was a red card for Zachariah Waters. So West Adelaide's last home win. Last win indeed. Round 7 of 2019. So it's been a while. Here's Alex Simopoulos now. Finds Connor Golan on the far side. He in turn finds Stam. Stam turns and flicks. Golan's on the overlapping run. He goes to ground. Nothing given, says Christian Verdicchio, the referee. And we play on.
Little smile went across my face as you heard a nice, big, hearty crowd reaction from against us. Not to keep talking about this Kilburn Sportsplex facility, but again, when you've got a big crowd like this, it's something special.
It is indeed, and almost a roar, wasn't it? I mean,
It was.
here they come again. Here's Maxine Ivanic. Has a shot with his left. He's put that one over, high and wide, and it's caught by a spectator and returned to John Hall, the Adelaide City goalkeeper. If you have just joined us, you missed an electrifying start, a goal by Yuki Kitano for the visitors after just 1 minute and 12 seconds of play. And that separates the two sides right now into the 8th minute here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. And it is 1-0 for the visitors. Adelaide City playing in their away kit of all black. West Adelaide playing also in their away kit of all white. There's Oliver Western now in that far side. Finds the goal scorer Kitano. He comes inside, he's looking for Karachia. Doesn't get to him though. Intercepted by Shrestha. And he plays in Stam and gets his cross in. And it's blocked, and it will be a corner on that far side.
Well, so far we saw that early goal, and there was an opportunity that came up just after that as well. But since then, the last 8 minutes or whatever you said it was, it's been a lot of traffic going from right to left for West Adelaide. So they're wanting to respond quickly, and here's a chance from the corner here. They've got plenty of tall timber with Ivanic and Stam, so I think there'll be a threat from this sort of situation.
Diego de Oliveira waits for endorsement from the officials before he takes the corner. It goes into the middle. Alexander Banjak up there with the header, but he's just pushed that one wide. Banjak scored a rare goal last week up at Playford. And it's a goal kick. We were just talking before about the kits, and this is a commemorative kit, of course. It has the big H for Hellas on the chest, right over the heart there for West Adelaide. Greek Heritage Club, of course.
Yeah, one thing I did notice during the week as well was on social media, there was a few pictures of some of the players in the old vintage kit, the old woolly-looking things with the blue and white stripes.
I remember them well.
Were you a West Adelaide fan back in the day? I know there's that strong Scottish connection.
Well, I didn't really. Actually, I went along to a few derbies, right? But I didn't actually support either one of these two teams. But I did live in Melbourne for a while, and I was a South Melbourne fan while I lived there. And once you've followed one team and you come back to Adelaide, it's a little bit difficult to shake what you've, been following. So I remained a South Melbourne fan, but of course, haven't lived in South Melbourne now for, well, probably, I'm showing my age again, but 30-odd years. So don't really follow either of them, and don't really have a favourite out of these two, to be honest. I mean, I think it was great at that time to have two teams in the national competition, of course. As Ivanic tries to thread that one through to his partner in crime up front, Riley Stam. Well read, though, by the City defence. And eventually the ball winds its way all the way back to their goalkeeper and captain, Jackson O'Donnell. Here's Luca Fabrizio.
It's been quite a fast and furious start, I'm going to say. Not that... I guess on the West Adelaide side, they haven't had really any choice, have they? Immediately having to respond to that goal, just a minute plus change into it from Adelaide City. I always like when a team decides to go out aggressive and try to get on the board early and just put that pressure on from the outset.
Long ball forward. Chased down that right-hand side. Dobrovolsky can't get his foot to it. It's gone out. It's a goal kick. In the top tier locally, West Adelaide's heaviest league defeat was a 6-0 loss to guess who, Simon? Adelaide City.
That's what I said, wasn't it? Yeah.
Round 22 in 2017. Anthony Costa scored a hat-trick that day. Mamadi Kamara got 2. Thomas Love got 1 as well. Playing for Adelaide City then was Ryan Veach, Bradley Corbo, Joel Allwright, Matt Halliday, Scott Nagel and Nick Bucco. A few names still playing there, and a few names just recently retired. But heaviest defeat for West Adelaide when playing in the local leagues across all of their opponents was inflicted by their opponents today, Adelaide City. Here's De Oliveira now, just sitting nicely in that 6th position, just ahead of his currently back 3. Banjak, Odenwalder and Fabrizio. And Simopoulos now finds Odenwalder, receives it back. A bit of a tussle here, compressed space, bit scrappy, but West Adelaide eventually find the space, and it's Riley Stam who's back here in this near wing in an almost defensive midfield role. He's now pressed back up front. Shrestha pushes it out wide. He's looking for Odenwalder on that run. The ball goes out. As we mentioned before, West Adelaide's form coming into this has been a little indifferent. Struggled a little bit, but they showed a class last week at Playford City, which I'm sure the folks at Playford City won't want me reminding them about, but Maxine Ivanic and Riley Stam just absolutely clicked last week, either scoring a goal or setting a goal up for each other in a 4-1 win.
It was interesting because during the week, just before that game, I had a chat to a couple of people. I won't say what club they're affiliated, but the topic of West Adelaide came up. And it was the question, what do you think they're going to do? Are they going to fall into those relegation spots? With Comets starting to pick up points, are they going to start to make a difference? And the thing that I said was, with so many draws against quality teams, it was only going to be a matter of time that West Adelaide start to turn those around and actually start picking up 3 points. And then fast forward to Playford City, they got a convincing win. And to do it at Playford as well, that's absolutely huge for them. So, and all of a sudden, if they make it back-to-back today against Adelaide City, their season all of a sudden looks very, very different. We know historically how congested that middle part of the table is. And at that point, anything can happen.
You're spot on there, mate, with that analysis there. I mean, I think, as you mentioned, I think West Adelaide aren't a side that have looked out their depth here, but they've certainly been stunned early on in this tie. As Costanzo makes his way down the left-hand side, he faces Luka Dobrovolsky, tries to skip past him. Forced back. Oliver Weston picks up. Still City on that far side as the sun starts to set here in South Australia. Overlapping run, fine here. City find the space, comes back to Patrick Karachi with his left foot. He tried to push it past Simopoulos, was unsuccessful, but City still have it. Eventually it comes out to this near side. Ball into the middle from Kasimovic. Cleared by West Adelaide. That's a wayward pass by Maxim Ivanic. Karachi picks it up now. Looking for Costanzo. And it's picked up by Dobrovolsky.
We spoke a little bit about West Adelaide's forms going into this, but I think Adelaide City's got a bit of an interesting situation as well, because just to revisit a point that we made before, we had high hopes for that, what they were going to do coming out of the gate this year. And I don't think they've quite lived up to the sort of hype, but they've been hit with a couple of injuries and absences at the moment, so I think they're heading into a little bit of a challenging time. One thing I did notice, however, though, on the flip side, is Matthew Dorber's back into the side. He's actually on the bench, so the fact that we're going to see him potentially play minutes is going to be big, especially with the fact that Buko is out at the moment. And also Noah Smith with, as far as I'm aware, a season-ending injury. So a couple of big names to fill those shoes. Of course, Buko would be back, but Laurie Latanzio also absent tonight as well.
Yes, he faces a suspension after a late red card last week in their 2-2 draw with FK Beograd. Lewis Laurie Latanzio, obviously a key player for this City side. Yeah, he scored last week. He scored in the 6th minute last week. So, yeah, no doubt they'll miss these players. As Yared Abichu clears from the back. Catano comes deep to collect. Western leaves it for Costanzo. Still Costanzo. Western on an overlapping run. He has Catano moving forward, and he has Bressan in the middle. He finds the latter, who then finds Karachia. City still playing possession here on this right-hand side. Is Asad Kasimovic now. Well blocked by Diego de Oliveira. But look how quickly City wants it back. As soon as they lost it, there was 3 players just hunting the ball, trying to win it back, and they do win that possession. That transition didn't last very long. And City now look to build on the other side.
the pace of this game so far. It's just been really exciting. And again, going back to that early goal, I think in terms of the neutral perspective, to have that into the mix so early, it just makes for great watching.
It does, you asked earlier about what team do you like at these two. As a neutral observer, this is a perfect start for us, really, isn't it? I mean, a goal in the second minute, actually, 1 minute and 12, I clocked it. Really has put West Adelaide in a complete change of course. They obviously got to try and get themselves back into this. I mean, there's a long way to go, but it certainly changes the complexion of the game, doesn't it? Almost immediately. We're watching a different game than we probably would have had that goal not gone in. Here's Stam, right foot. Oh, Hall sort of flapped at it a bit, but he did what he needed to do, didn't he?
And even those sorts of shots from there, I think sometimes during the first half and early on in the first half, you don't necessarily see players taking their chances from distance. And maybe when you do have that 1 goal deficit, you think, let's just see what we can do. We'll back ourselves into this, try to create something from a distance away. And then that's how you get some really spectacular finishes as well. But not to be. We'll see what they can create off the corner.
And here comes that corner. West tends to put their corners in centrally, but they've gone short with this one. De Oliveira receives it back, finds Connor Golan. He's a good distance out. He won't fancy a chance from there, surely no. Alex Simopoulos now. He has a ping. It's high and wide, but at least they're having a go.
I like it. I like the shots from a distance away. We saw early today what the element of surprise can do. So if you've got the space, launch it, see what happens.
Little statistic here for you, Simon. 6 of the 22 goals that West Adelaide have scored this season have been scored in the last 15 minutes of the game. So that's nearly a quarter of their goals coming in the last 15 of the match. So obviously the last 15 of this match is a fair way away yet. But bear in mind that West Adelaide had scored 22 goals coming into this in the league, and Adelaide City just the 21. So they are fairly equally matched. Ivanich has a shot that hits the bar, and there's a big ooh from the crowd. Whoa. Sometimes they're more spectacular than when they go in, but what a strike from the big man.
We're seeing a level of desperation and work rate from West Adelaide at the moment. It's just so impressive. They want to hunt that goal back. They want to reduce that deficit back down and get this game back on equal terms.
Ball does go out just in front of us here. Nicholas Francesi with a throw for Adelaide City. Not a lot of movement off the ball, so his options are a bit limited. He'll probably go down the line, you think, maybe look for Kasimovic. In the end, he wins it back because it's returned to him, but West have it. Chasey again, ball goes out, and it's a throw in for City.
Impressed with that work from Diego Dos Santos de Oliveira off the ball coming in to intercept that. He's just a player that whenever I see him, he's so impressive. What a pick-up for West Adelaide during the off-season to bring him in from Para Hills, and I think he adds so much class to this West Adelaide side.
Made the South Australian All-Stars team, of course, the RA NPL All-Stars team last year. Was the only one from Para Hills Knights to make that team, but yeah, very solid player.
And to have him as that anchor sort of role, I think it just lifts everyone around him. He's always in the conversation for the standout players for West Adelaide for me.
Free kick for Adelaide City. Bradley Corbo opts to leave it for Dominic Costanzo. Costanzo, you think, will probably cross this into the middle. He does. Catano's waiting at the back there. He heads it back across. It's all white shirts, though. Odenwalder just lets Costanzo get a touch to that, and it goes out. It's a throw in for West Adelaide. West Adelaide win another throw. Here's Ivanich now. Faces Corbo. Habitu's over to cover. Corbo clears but doesn't really get distance. Gets height though. Kavachia boots it forward. And Luka Dobrovolsky goes back there to face Yuki Kitano. Now it's Costanzo. Into the penalty box he goes. Across the ground. Kasimovic didn't get the body round it enough. And he's pushed that one into the netting behind the goal.
Always just so dangerous when they break Adelaide City. They're just rapid. Even when you do get periods like we saw, I guess, immediately following that goal when West Adelaide wanted to respond quickly. You can never be comfortable when you're sitting in that top third, because as soon as West Adelaide get a sniff, they've got so much speed on either wing. And with guys who can finish like Kasumovic, it's just, you never have a moment to relax.
Here's Simopoulos now. Has a little bit of time. Makes a calculated pass and eventually cleared from the back by Fabrizio. Yeah, Abachu will get to this one. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but that he had a swing to pass that and he's thin-eared it, if that's the term. Western puts that one forward. It's picked up by Kitano. Costanzo picks this one up now. 1v2. He skip past his opponent. He doesn't have a lot of options in the middle, but he'll cut it back here. Oh, what a stop by Jackson O'Donnell from Daniel Bressan. And I was playing that moment down, but I got that one wrong.
And we just saw in the lead up to that as well, the two players that we mentioned, Costanzo running it in, and he had Kasumovic making that run towards the back post. Again, just so dangerous, and they can generate opportunities so quickly.
Abachu with the ball now, just inside his own half. Brings it forward. So Giorgio Parhas. Now it's Patrick Karachia. Parhas. Kasumovic. De Oliveira will go back, all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jackson O'Donnell, who's put that one up into the dusk sky. Now it's Alex Simopoulos. Makes his way into his opponent's half. Shrestha threads it wide. Here's Stam. He's got a wee half chance here. Can't get his cross in. Well defended by Bradley Corbo. West Adelaide get a corner.
Looked like Stam had the momentum to fend off the defender, but it also was going to be a little bit tricky to cut it back inside and trying to find an option there. But they'll get another shot with this corner.
Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA, Simon.
Well delivered, sir.
No, we do appreciate our sponsors.
I had no response to that.
Give a wee mention to them as this corner comes in. Missed by all and sundry, but it does fall to Connor Golan. Simopoulos pushes it out wide, finds Luka Dobrovolsky. No, Diego de Oliveira on the far side. He looks to cross with his left. Now it comes to Luka Dobrovolsky. James Odenwalder faces Bradley Corbo. Whips it in with his left. Now comes City on the break, but that pass is a little bit shy. Banjak gets there first. Connor Golan and a sprint down the wing. Didn't get the room to get the cross in. Goes out on the far side, and is it offside? I'm not sure what's been given there, Simon.
I think that's, yeah, that's what it looks like from here. Golan had his hands full there, really being marked tightly. Then the reinforcements came from Adelaide City. John Hall will set up to bang this long. He's sent all his players forward. No win to contest with, nor aid him in this.
You have just joined us. I understand we might be missing some graphics on our video feed, but it is 1-0 to Adelaide City on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. A Yuki Kitano strike in just the second minute. The difference between the two sides here at Kilburn Sportsplex. I'm your host, David Grant. I'm with Simon Jimenez, and we do have We do have Johnny Keckel down on the boundary. We'll maybe try and cut down to him shortly. We'll just wait for this attack here as Abatu makes his way forward. Bressan. Western. Now it's Costanzo. Read well, though, by Luka Dobrovolsky. And that's gone out for a throw-in for the visitors. There's Catano now. City still in the ascendancy here in this corner. De Oliveira now comes away with it. Intercepted, though. Judged to have been fouled, though. And will we pass down to Johnny and see how things are down there? Johnny, you there? Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys very well down here on the sidelines. What a great day it is today after the last 24 hours of rain. We're a bit worried about if we would see any here tonight, but looks like the football gods have blessed us tonight. It is clear skies at the moment, and looks like the radar shows that there'll be...
Shows that you'll be finishing your sentences, or?
Well, it was on track. I was going to leave it for you to...
Oh, sorry, yes. I was just... Yeah, thanks very much. The ball comes in the middle. Ivanich cuts it down. It does fall to Alex Samopoulos, who does have a strike. Sorry, Johnny, we've got a moment now. Thank you.
We have got a moment. So, yeah, it does look like the radar, the rain radar at the moment shows that rain should hold off for at least until the last final 90 minutes has been played, which is great signs for the people down here tonight. Also, the Yuka Katano goal early on. Quite in the crowd, just a little bit, but everyone is revved up here in the grandstand and enjoying themselves today. Great to see some young fans out here and some big names as well. Pezos, Vidmar, Costanzo, and a lot of Greek contingent from other clubs here today. As some stuff happens on the ground. I'll pass back up to you guys, boys, but it is great to see this atmosphere down here tonight.
Thanks, Johnny. And a little yellow card there. Say a little yellow card. They're all the standard size, aren't they, Simon? A little yellow card awarded to. And I'm not sure who that's been given to, because obviously there's...
I think it was John Hall. I think that's who Christian Vidicchio was pointing at quite aggressively.
Just for a little bit of time wasting. Very early in the evening to be doing that, Mr. Hall.
And funnily enough, it doesn't look like it's sped. Oh, there we go. Now we got the whistle that we can play on. Here's Gitano. Karachia coming in to support, but cut off. Here's Conor-Golan. Costanzo lunges into trying to claim it back. Still with Adelaide City.
Play call back there. As I mentioned before, we apologise for the lack of graphics on screen, but we also have no scoreboard here. Simon, so you and I are doing a little bit of guesswork. The one thing we do know is that the scoreline is 1-0 to Adelaide City, and there is 30 minutes gone here at Kilburn Sportsplex. West Adelaide having to change their approach to this match within just the first minute after going down early, and Riley Stam's onto this after it's been missed by Parhas. Stam, post! Those two don't mix very well. Usually it's Stam and net, but on that occasion, post, and a golden opportunity for the informed striker to equalise. He's just pushed that one wide.
He'll be absolutely kicking himself for that real opportunistic moment with that misjudgment from the defender. Let it through, and Stan was just there licking his lips.
Certainly had the two City defenders beaten. I think it might have been Francesi or maybe Parhas, but either way, Stan was through in goal, and he has been in form recently, but he's very much a confidence player, I feel, and you know, if he gets one into the net, he'll get three. But
I think you make a good point on there, and him being a bit of a confidence player, because he's also been in and out of the squad a little bit. So I wonder if that's, you know, maybe been something that's contributing to a little bit. Not quite sure if he's got the full backing. So yeah, that's something that he'll certainly be kicking himself about.
He certainly wasn't smashing form last week. He scored two, and he set one up for Ivanich as well. So Got that wrong, actually. Ivanic scored 2, but Stam set them up and scored 1. So he's certainly on form just now, and he'll be disappointed he didn't do better with that. Bradley Corbo plays in John Hall, and he finds Oliver Western on the left-hand side. Now it's Costanzo. He launches forward, one for Bressan to chase, and he is in front of his opponent here. Gets the shot in. It's well stopped by Jackson O'Donnell. West Adelaide got to be careful of that counter, Simon.
Like we keep saying, it just happens so quickly. You really don't have a moment to get comfortable. What a derby it's been so far, though. We've really had the sort of exact first half that we wanted. A little bit of drama early just to kick us off and make sure we start with a bang. And just the temperature of this game, it's just been so exciting. The crowd's good.
It has got everything, hasn't it? I mean, the game's been good to watch, and we do have a big crowd in this main stand. It has to be said. I mean, I don't know how many hundred are here, but it's certainly a decent audience. A little sparse on the far side, as the camera can probably show you. And there's another yellow card for City players. I think it's Patrick Karachi on the far side. He gets a yellow. Joins his goalkeeper in the book. Karachi actually got a yellow last week. He's on a roll, isn't he? Got a yellow in their game against Beograd, as his throw does eventually come in.
The whistle goes, he's going to take it again.
I wasn't ready, says the referee Christian Verdicchio. I'm trying to spell your surname. It's just taking me a moment. When I blow my whistle, you can take that throw. And there is the whistle. You can throw now.
Trying to get everything he can out of that run-up, isn't he?
It's as good as a corner when it's thrown in like that. Ball is loose. Eventually it goes out. Corner is the decision by the referee.
Bressan on corner taking duties. Usually it's Captain Adelaide City in Nicholas Bucco, but given he's not here tonight, nor is Laurie Latanzio, he gets the tap on the shoulder.
Adelaide City historically vary their corners. They don't tend to favour any one spot in that penalty box, so this could go anywhere. In the end, it's right into the 6-yard box, and eventually free kick given the way of the home side. Looking for Fabrizio now. Goes along the deck, finds Stam. Nice little touch by Stam. Finds James Odenwalder on his left. Stabs it with the outside of his right. He was looking for the run of Maxim Ivanic. Didn't capture it. And it's collected by the goalkeeper, John Hall, who clears. De Oliveira now. Alex Simopoulos pushes it out wide. Here's Odenwalder again. Seeing a bit more of the ball. Likes his left. And passes that one. Simopoulos. I don't know where he's appeared from, but he's on the left. Puts it into the middle. Missed by West players again. Odenwalder tidies up. Banjak pushes it out wide. Dobrovolsky crosses into the middle. It's met by Ivanic. And he's back to goal. Couldn't turn. Western clears. There's Daniel Bressan now. Finds Yuki Kitano.
There's Asad Kasumovic on that run at the opposite side to support, but this time he won't be involved.
Odenwalder shields the ball from Kasumovic, wins the throw. Riley Stam, Ivanic makes a crossfield run. Stam decides to have a shot himself, but that's missed the guard netting at the back there. Graphics back on screen, as you can see. 37 minutes gone here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED display solutions, Simon. It is 1-0. Yuki Kitano goal for Adelaide City. The difference between the two sides. And he scored that one in 82 seconds. That's a minute and 12, isn't it?
72. You were right the first
seconds.
time.
David Grant here, along with Simon Jimenez, who's doing simple arithmetic for me. But I much appreciate it. As I mentioned, Catano's goal scored in 72 seconds. And West have come into it since then, but have yet to breach their opponent's net.
Here's another one of those long throws that we saw from the other side.
They're as good as a corner. It's flicked on by Catano. Met by Banjak though and booted into the night sky. Abachu, he simply wanted that ball more than anybody else there, and he won it with a header. Corbo finds Western and he chips it forward with his left. Asad Kasumovic is on this right hand side. Faces Odenwalder, gets his cross in. And eventually cleared by Luka Dobrovolsky. Ivanic. Connor Golan. And he brings his opponent, Patrick Karacia, down. Ironically enough, statistically, Connor Golan is the most fouled player in the NPL. Did you know that one, Simon?
I do now. Thank you, David Grant.
Second most fouled player, should I say.
They say some people have that sort of face.
Would you like to have a guess at who the most fouled player is in the NPL?
I reckon Tabares from Playford's probably a shoe-in for that.
Well, you know your stuff, don't you, pal? Well done. Santiago Tabares, yeah, statistically the most fouled player in the NPL. The City have the free kick. It's a long way out. It's straight at Jackson, and he holds that one comfortably. Interestingly enough, Asad Kasumovic, who took that free kick, has remained at the left back position, which is where he is now. Total football from Adelaide City.
And even on the West Adelaide side as well, I noticed Stam coming back to help out around the sixth role with Diego Santos de Oliveira sticking around the left wing. They've since swapped back, and you love that dynamic sort of play.
And that's offside, unfortunately. Keshav Shrestha had wandered too far. Another one for you in offsides if you want, Simon. Riley Stam and Yuki Kitano are second only to Shota Babasaki for offsides in 2026. So Shota Babasaki, Playford leading the count in a few things then, aren't they? The most offside players. What was the one we had before? The most fouled players.
The thing I'm really curious about is where you're getting your stats from. That's pretty impressive.
I'm counting them all up myself. No, we do have access to some data that as Catano here races through here. Header's a little bit short. Jackson's out. Jackson O'Donnell's out there early. Collects. And we do have access to some stats that help us with this. I'm not making it all up. But of course, the most fouled players are generally your strikers, so it makes sense that the likes of Babasaki and
Tabares.
and Golan and Tabares are foul players. But there's another yellow card. I think that one's Yared Abachu.
How many are we up to now? Is that 4 for the half so far?
3 for City anyway. John Hall, Yared Abachu, Patrick Karacia. Was there another one?
I'll take your word for it.
I might have missed it. It's all the excitement here of the men's RA NPL South Australia. Can't contain myself. On this night of nights here. High profile match obviously between two old NSL rivals. Adelaide City, Italian heritage club, and West Adelaide with their Greek heritage. And the rivalry goes back, of course, to the late 70s. And we stand here in the Neil McGahey stand, of course, named after one of their West Adelaide's most legendary players. A Scotsman as well, I'll have you know, Simon.
Just to add to the heritage piece, I've already been sent a message just noting the fact that I said on air that as a boy I was on the Adelaide City side of town.
Oh, were you? Did you know that, or were you just told that?
Oh, no, I was sent the message. It has been noted. But I will add to that. My girlfriend is well and truly West Adelaide.
And
Adelaide stock.
And is she here tonight?
She's not here, but the surname's all over the...
He's even itch into the middle. Sorry to interrupt you. Abattoir head is clear.
Now the surname's all over the honour boards here. So, yeah, that's split allegiances, let's say that.
Are you at liberty to disclose the surname, or is that a confidential thing?
Yeah, so her grandfather was a president during the 80s.
Wow.
Foti Karajanis. And even in-laws as well, linked to her family, vice presidents.
Surely they're here tonight.
We've got one that's overseas. Shout out to Andy, I know you're watching. He'll enjoy that. Yeah, so plenty of West Adelaide heritage to complement the bit of, Adelaide City allegiance that comes with the Italian side of the heritage.
Interesting stuff. Didn't know that about you, Simon. There's a little challenge there, but wave play on. Kasumovic comes over to collect that one. Finds Catano, receives it back, flicks it forward for Costanzo. Bressan's in the middle. Catano's in the middle. Kasumovic is in the middle as well. All three assembled and waiting for this cross to come in, and it does. And Jackson O'Donnell in the end was tested. Had to make sure, and he slaps that one behind his post for a corner. Here comes that corner now from Costanzo. Into the 6-yard box it goes. Goes back out to Western. He has a defender shot with his left there, and it goes straight into that packed West Adelaide defence. That's Costanzo. Into the box he goes. And West eventually come away with the possession. Interesting enough, Ivanich and Stam are playing about 4 miles apart from each other. Ivanich hugging that side and Stam all the way over here. So they're a good distance away from each other. When they have the ball and they're coming forward, they seem to split, don't they?
Yeah, and just noticing just a bit of more general comment on the gameplay as well. Seems to have quietened down a little bit at the moment. The pace just dropped off slightly. Started a lot quicker than we usually see. Usually there's that mandatory 5-10 minute period of filling out. With that goal scored so early by Adelaide City, they had the follow-up opportunity. Then West Adelaide really trying to just bring intensity to respond quickly. Maybe that has resulted in a bit of a quicker drop-off during the first half. But then again, we aren't far away from half-time now either.
No, it isn't that far away. Just looking at the ladder here, as I mentioned before, Adelaide City have played 1 game less than everybody else, as have West, of course. And they sit in 4th spot, 19 points. They can catch Playford tonight. And if they win, and they'll be level with them in points, but they will have a better goal difference, so City could go 3rd if they can hang on for the next 45 after the break. Metro Stars, of course, 2nd and 25 points, and West Torrens McCullough top and 26. Might get you, Simon, to go over the results in a wee minute from this weekend. This is the last game of round 12, of course, as Catano picks the ball up now, makes his way in towards the box. He looks to cross it over, finds Bressan, and he in turn goes out wide to Costanzo, and Costanzo's shot is blocked, and it's a corner. But a little bit further down the table, where West Adelaide are in 10th, they're with 13 points. A win today can take them up to 7th if they get enough goals, and they sit just above the 2 relegation spots. Adelaide Comets on 8 points, Para Hills Knights on 1 point. We'll just wait for this corner, and then we'll maybe go over the results from the weekend, Simon, because I know you've got it prepped and ready. That's what I like about you. City come in here into the box, cross to the back post, a little bit high, and it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, the results from this weekend, Simon.
Yeah, started Friday night with West Torrens McCullough getting the 4-1 win against Adelaide Comets. A couple of late goals in that one. We saw Croydon visit Para Hills and get a 5-1 win under some pretty challenging conditions. Sturt Lions 2-1 win against Sturt FK Beergrad at home. A draw at Service FM Stadium between Adelaide United and Playford City. And finally, last night, 4-0 win for Metro Stars at home against Campbelltown in their local derby.
Yeah, there was a round of upsets really across all of our leagues. As West Adelaide come forward now here, Odenwalder will get to this. He'll cross it first time with his left into the middle. It's just behind Stam, but he Stam, but he's got it. Eventually, final cross into the middle. Tests Hall as the ball spins from De Oliveira, but collected by that veteran goalkeeper. And he won't have time to mount another attack, young Dom Costanzo, because the referee, Christian Verdico, has decided that's enough for the first half. We'll have ourselves a little break. Simon, what have you made of it?
It's just been hugely exciting. You always wonder when you get a derby standalone fixture like this, big crowd out to see it, is it going to deliver? And so far it's absolutely delivered. That early goal, as we said, subsequent opportunities for Adelaide City, West Adelaide stringing it through together in response. A little bit more maybe go on the way of Adelaide City again late in that half, I think it's fair to say, but it's still anyone's game as we get ready for the second half of this to play out.
Yeah, so we'll go and have ourselves a little break. It is 1-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard here for the away side, Adelaide City, scoring after just 1 minute and 12 seconds through Yuki Kitano, his 7th league goal for the season, his 8th all up. They did get one in the cup as well. That's the difference between the two sides. But we'll have a little interval. Go and get yourselves whatever you need to do at the break, and we'll be back after the ads. You're watching the men's RA NPL South Australia.
Ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability, and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price.
G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text. G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text, lost snack, backseat argument, or hair emergency that's worth taking your eyes off the road for a moment. This is going to sound crazy, but not even a French fry. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and choose not to drive when you're tired, upset, or under the influence. Pull over if you need to. And why not take a sec to pledge to drive so others survive? But again, later, when you get home.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Late drama seemed inevitable, didn't it? It's George Blackwood again.
And if you're watching the Burke game, they have a habit of scoring a late goal. It's the same. He switches it, finds Styles in some space. Styles on his left, hits it, and it's in! Styles makes it 2-0. In the 52nd minute recorded. Styles in acres of space. A great shot in. Lorenzo Baselli hits it 2-1. And the numerical advantage pays off a little bit. 1 hour gone here.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, And in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You could walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Still in the box, and it's another goal!
Welcome back to the Kilburn Sportsplex for the second half of this men's RA NPL match here in Adelaide's north. It's Adelaide City versus West Adelaide. Adelaide City currently 1-0 up thanks to a very early goal from Yuki Kitano, scored in just 1 minute and 12 seconds by my reckoning. I'm your host, David Grant, taking you through the next 45 minutes of football, plus injury time if there is some. And I'm joined in the executive commentary suite, as I like to call it, by none other than Simon Jimenez. Simon, did you enjoy your halftime interval break?
Absolutely loved it. I loved watching the crowd here. We mentioned it numerous times in the first half. Really nice crowd here, out here for a standalone fixture. A lot of familiar faces that have played with both clubs over the years. Old, young, you can tell there's just a bit of a sense of occasion about this fixture, which is exactly what we were hoping for.
Absolutely. These two sides, of course, have got a fair bit of history, and not just local history. They've got national history as well, of course. They both played in the old National Soccer League from the late 70s through to its demise in the very late 90s, early 2000s. West Adelaide actually ceased to field men's teams up until 2009. 2009 was the season they came back in to the local competition. They entered the State League, which then was the third tier. And they won promotion, finished second that year, won promotion up into the Premier League, and then the Super League was the top tier at that point in time. Christian Verdicchio prepares to get his back underway, blows his whistle, and ball is launched forward by Dom Costanzo. Luka Dobrovolsky sees that one out. Both these sides coming into this game without having lost last week. Adelaide City a 2-0 home draw against FK Beograd. West Adelaide a resounding, and you would think morale boosting, 4-1 win away to Playford. I was at that game and they were on form, I can tell you. City faced a formidable opponent in FK Beograd, drawing that one 2-0. 2-0, but they were 2-0 up as Costanzo makes his way to the box. That's a piercing run. Corner goal, and collects and finds James Odenwalder on the far side now. City now in possession just inside West's half. Ivanic flicks it forward. Shrestha goes to ground. No foul given. City come away. Here's Oliver Western now. Plays it out wide. Dom Costanzo faces Dobrovolsky. Fancies his chances, I think. Goes to the byline, crosses in with his left. O'Donnell flaps at it. It breaks to Kasumovic. Here's a ping. And that one goes out for a corner.
Great to see with this fixture, David. I just spotted another player in the crowd below us. So many players from other teams and coaches and everything. It's, I mentioned it before, just a sense occasion around this fixture, but every time I keep seeing those players that are aligned with other clubs rear their head up today, it just underlines that.
Certainly the community are out in force as this corner comes in. Patrick Karachia meets it. Well, he didn't meet it with his head. It's gone off a West player. And Adelaide City have another corner on that far side. Here that one comes right-footed into the 6-yard box. Jackson O'Donnell rises, majestic, collects and dispenses. James Odenwalder now showed a little bit too much of it to Oliver Western. He still has it somehow. He's been outnumbered and out-muscled. And City have it. Yuki Kitano now, goal scorer earlier on today. His cross goes into the middle. It's met by Fabrizio. Cleared. Western, Kitano, Costanzo loses it. That's broken to Bressan. He's a stab. He's pushed that one wide, and a golden opportunity for City.
Well, they've been rewarded for pouncing on little errors already tonight. If they can get Westies back against the wall in this half as well, then that'll just be huge for Adelaide City. Again, just pressing so aggressively. You saw it. Bressan just make a beeline for Jackson O'Donnell on that occasion.
Dobrovolsky in a foot race with Western. He comes off second best. Western finds Costanzo up the left. Costanzo paused too long. Samopoulos robs him. City look to try and win it back quickly. Somewhat unsuccessful in that endeavour, and West still have it. Here's Riley Stam on the right hand side. He's been flagged offside though. It's cleared by John Hall. Free kick. West Adelaide's game plan would have changed within that first minute or second minute after having conceded. I wonder what it was up until that point. Soak up the early pressure. As I mentioned before though, Simon, you know, West Adelaide statistically score more goals in the last 15 minutes of a game. You know, 1-0, of course, it's finally poised, isn't it? Here's De Oliveira, met by Kasimovic defending.
Just to add to that stat on the late goals, I don't have the stats to back this one up, so I'm only going to say that just in terms of what I've observed. Also conceded a few very late as well. West Torrens Bacala comes to mind, Metro Stars as well here.
Stam's cross comes into the middle, free header from Maxim Ivanic, and the two of them have combined again. Riley Stam into the middle, Maxim Ivanic, uncontested header, and as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow morning, Ivanic is added to the scoreline. 1-1.
Well, we had that cracker lid under this game in the first half, and now we've got exactly what we feel we needed now to put things back on even terms. That early advantage that Adelaide City found themselves with, it has now evaporated, and all of a sudden it's now not West Adelaide the only ones that are chasing. What can Adelaide City do to respond now?
Well, forget everything I say about West Adelaide scoring so many times in the last 15. They've just gone and scored in the first 15 of the second half. That goal coming in the 50th minute. Maxime Ivanic's 9th league goal of the season. He has got one in the cup as well, but he goes to 9 tonight in the league.
Vasparas is in full voice on the Adelaide City bench at the moment, just as the change for West Adelaide is made just below us. And it's number 23 that's just come on, Marco Grelli.
West Adelaide making a substitution coming off. Number 14, Luka Dobrovolsky, and coming on.
So Luka Dobrovolsky, the player who comes off there, just as West scored. There's Odenwalder now. Doesn't get the better of Western here, does he? And Western chips it back up to the middle. Finds Costanzo. It's Bressan. Costanzo, fancy footwork. A solid challenge there by James Odenwalder. He's committed that right in front of the Adelaide City bench. Right.
Did he do that on purpose?
I don't know.
Just to stir the pot a little bit? If he did, I applaud it. Sure. I applaud it. I like that.
This is an unchanged West Adelaide side. Indeed, an unchanged West Adelaide squad from their game last week. Why would you change it if you've just beaten the team above you by 4-1? So, Dobrovolsky, the first substitute made.
Just having a look at the Adelaide City bench as well, in terms of goal scoring prowess, you've got Dorby, you've got Skamitzi on the bench as well, so I think the fact that they've now drawn level, those changes may be likely. Dorby's of course come back from injury. Maybe the first time we see him have some minutes in a time.
Throw comes in, flicked on by Ivanic, but collected by Hall. All launch long. Banjak will see that one back to his goalkeeper, captain, custodian, Jackson O'Donnell. Banjak goes long, Stam's onto this, and he's onside. Oh, that's audacious. It's also off target. But it was a nice idea. John Hall had come a long way out to meet that. And Riley Stam, he'll be right to try his luck from there.
Yeah, not a bad idea, except for the fact that he didn't pull it off. Must have just caught John Hall off the line in his periphery there and fancied it, but it was well wide at the end.
Catano finds Caraccia. Parhas pushes the ball wide. Physical game out there. It was De Oliveira who raised a protective arm, I'll say. A protective elbow. Ball comes into the middle, cleared by Banjak. Patrick Kirichia now moves forward, 1-2 with Bressan. Doesn't come off. West Adelaide clear it. Stam chests it down to nobody. And that goes out. West Adelaide throw. If you have just joined us, you're watching the men's RA NPL South Australia. It is 1-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Yuki Kitano scoring in the 2nd minute for Adelaide City. Maxine Ivanic scoring in the 50th minute. An equaliser for West Adelaide.
And if you have just joined us, what have you been doing? Because you've missed out on a hell of a match so far. An early goal, early equaliser in the second half of West Adelaide. And right now, it's just end to end. Anything can happen. It's just such a dynamic game at the minute. I can't tell you who's in front, who's controlling things. Just opportunities at both ends.
Stam now tries to cut into the middle. Blocked by Bradley Corbo, who deftly beats his man and wins the throw. It is a night of nights here, isn't it, Simon? There are some big local names here. Seen Neil McGahey. Aurelio Vidmar is in the crowd.
Yeah, Aurelio Vidmar is part of a pre-match function here as well, along with Paul Pezos. Seems like we've got half of the RAA NPLSA coaches and players here as well, which is great. Great to see the support.
Or the scouting, depending.
Maybe the scouting. We are getting to that time of year.
Catano's underneath this one. Half shot and a snap. I think it's Oliver Western who's pulled one back. And it's 2-1 now for the visitors. Where did that one come from? Oliver Western. He wouldn't score too many. I'll have to look that one up, Simon.
Expect the unexpected seems to be the memo for now. And just like that, Adelaide City find themselves back in front. I see you looking at your notes furiously there to see if he scored one. I haven't got him down as having any. Have you?
He's got one.
One.
But in the cup.
In the cup.
So
okay.
that's his first. That's Oliver Weston's first league goal. He didn't half smash that with his left foot to the far post of Jackson O'Donnell.
Well, you can see from the elation at which he celebrated it. Huge for him to be the one to break the deadlock again and put his nose just in front. Wow. 2-1, and the home side find themselves chasing once more.
And just 7 minutes after West Adelaide had restored parity and made it 1-1, Adelaide City retake their 1-goal lead. They're 2-1 up here. 58th minute of the match. Still plenty of time to go.
We're going to see more goals in this, I'm convinced of it.
This could end up 6-all.
Put the kibosh on it, but yeah, the way we're going. And again, I mentioned it before, but on the bench still for Adelaide City, we've still got Dorber and Skamitsi to come on. We know what goal-scoring machines they're capable of being, and probably both hungry, given their various situations at the moment.
And as Parhas makes his way forward, edge of the D, will he have a shot? No, decides to lay it off. That's Kasimovic on the far side. Couldn't get the cross in cleanly, but it is a corner. But you're right, there is potency on that bench, isn't there?
And I think with those two players, we already mentioned with Dorber, has come back from injury recently. Skamitsi hasn't been given a lot of minutes, just given the competition that's in the Adelaide City side. So give either of those players a sniff late in this game. I think they're just going to be going for it.
Corner comes in. Well, that's way up into the night sky, isn't it? That's bounced outside the penalty box. Collected by Catano. Western heads it back into the middle. Costanzo meets it in the volley. Why not?
We spoke a little bit about Adelaide City's goal-scoring ability. I mean, we can't leave West Adelaide out with their big, tall forward combination of Stam and Ivanic.
As Costanzo now makes his way forward, he does face about 3 or 4 opponents. They do force him back. Odenwalder gives him a little nudge. Costanzo still has it. Eventually finds Parhas, and he eventually finds Abichu. It's John Hall now. Western can't get the better of Odenwalder. De Oliveira, Simopoulos. Marco Grelli now, the substitute that came on. Looks to have been a straight swap for Luka Dobrovolsky. Connor Golan, Fabrizio, Simopoulos playing training football, aren't they? Now a chip over the top. Simopoulos now on that far side.
Just trying to dictate the tempo a little bit more, West Adelaide, but just Adelaide City trying to apply that pressure to make sure they're not too comfortable.
Odenwalder now crosses in with his right. It's met by Abichu, but he only heads it back to De Oliveira. And the attack unfortunately breaks down for West. City have it. And here they come. On that left, Riley Stam now. Long ball. Going to be taken by Jackson O'Donnell.
Still just so end-to-end. Just a moment ago, we were praising Adelaide City for their ability to win the ball high, and then West Adelaide immediately show their ability to do the same thing down the other end.
Yes, there's no one team clearly better than the other across the hour or so that we've watched, is there, Simon? I mean, it's been fairly even. It's ebbed and flowed, but there isn't one team better than the other tonight.
Well, except for on the scoreboard as we stand at the moment. But, yeah, I'd absolutely echo that. I think I can't predict at the moment who's going to finish in front. You'd only say Adelaide City because they've got their nose there at the moment.
Yeah, it's be a bit unfair of you to back the team that's already leading.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't want to do that. But, yeah, in terms of general play, it's just been so even, and West Adelaide just controlling possession a little bit more over the last 5 or 10 minutes. This man's such a firecracker for Adelaide City. Whenever he gets on the ball, you don't know what he's going to do, Dom Costanzo.
True, he has been good tonight, hasn't he?
Yep.
And they push it over to the far side. Daniel Bressan, Kasumovic. Cross comes in, it's cut back towards Bressan, but Fabrizio meets it for West. Now Shrestha pops it up into the air. Stam's up there all by himself. Ivanic is a mile away from him. Dom Costanzo clears that one with maybe unnecessary enthusiasm, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
it looks like Christian Vinicchio had some opinions on the matter. I think that one's on Churchill Road. Didn't get a card for it. I think it's you probably can't wasn't that clear enough of an infringement.
A couple of substitutions coming up here, Simon. You might have to help me with this. This happens also quickly, but it looks like on for Adelaide City.
Scimitzi.
Yep, Francesco Scimitzi. And on for West Adelaide, Eduardo Castaneda. Parhas off for Adelaide City.
West Adelaide also making a substitution coming off number 12,
And as the announcer mentions there, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but Keshav Shrestha is the player who's come off for Eduardo Castaneda. So each team making a substitution there. And someone has retrieved the ball from whence Dominic Costanzo booted it. And we're back underway here at Kilburn Sportsplex in this men's RA NPL South Australia match. Here's James Odenwalder. Oh, he's looking for the overlapping run from Riley Stamm, and Oliver Weston was wise to it. And Weston goes long. It's De Oliveira, challenged by Kitano. And a yellow card for Yuki Kitano, and he acknowledges that the illegality of that challenge.
That card came out very quickly from Christian Vidicchio, but the thing that stuck out most was that sound that Diego dos Santos de Oliveira made. Now he's having a quick word with Fats Barras. Maybe he's giving his version of events, but there seems to be not a question in Christian Vidicchio's mind at all as what that was going to be. I think it was it a foot in the back of the calf? We don't have the luxury of a replay screen in front of us, but that was quite the scream from...
I didn't pick up on it. I've got my headphones on.
No, I definitely heard a bit of a squeal.
I thought it was a lot tougher than that, to be honest. But no,
that's why I was surprised to hear it, to be honest.
Anyway, thankfully he's back up on his feet and running around now as if nothing's happened. And he wins that header there, free header. Kitano, actually, interesting enough, held back a challenge there. Here's Diego de Oliveira. Bressan ends up collecting it.
Going to see one of those big long throws again, I think, David.
Absolutely. Throw in for Adelaide City. Eventually it comes back to Abichu. John Hall goes long. Finds Odenwalder. Odenwalder only. And Odenwalder's in the overlapping run now. He's got 3 opponents to beat here. They've closed him down, but he does get his pass in. And it's well left by Ivanic. And Riley Stamm has a chance. He just couldn't lift the ball over the goalkeeper, John Hall. And it remains 2-1.
For the second time tonight, I think he'll be really kicking himself. There was that opportunity in the first half that was dropped on his lap, and on that occasion as well, John Hall's able to deal with it.
Here's a chance here for Costanzo on this near side, but it is offside, and well, the shot didn't really result in anything anyway.
We're just having a quick look at the pitch at the moment to try to see if there was another change that we missed from Adelaide City. Just off the back of that throw. We'll get you confirmation of that in a moment.
Trying to work out who the right back is for Adelaide City. That's what we're trying to do, isn't it? But here come West. Broken to Ivanic. Doesn't get onto that, though. Goal kick for Adelaide City. And they've taken that. Picked up on the far side. Karachia. Now it's James Odenwalder, overlapping run from Riley Stamm. He is onside, cuts it back. West don't seem to want to have a shot. And eventually it breaks to Alex Samopoulos. Corner coming in now for West. Right-footed into the 6-yard box. Hall misses it, so does everybody else. It's going all the way through to the back. It's a corner kick for West Adelaide. And that comes back at the 6-yard box. Banjak collects. West Adelaide look to recycle this one. Marco Grelly. Banjak crosses into the middle. Edge of the box. Oh, it breaks to James Odenwalder. Across the face of goal, he's hit the post. And that's the second time West Adelaide have hit the post tonight. Riley Stam did it in the first half. Odenwalder follows suit. You can't get much closer than that.
Well, they've had the chances, West Adelaide, especially over the last 5 minutes or so. Just haven't been able to capitalise. And there's been a couple real opportunities that I think they're going to be kicking themselves for.
Yeah, you've got to be clinical in front of goal, and City have just been a bit more clinical in front of goal than their opponents. West have certainly had their chances. I mean, hit the post twice. Stam had another chance, didn't he, to chip it over John Hall about 6 minutes ago. You know, if just one of those had been put away, they would be level. As it happens, they didn't manage it. They're 2-1 down, and here comes City looking for a third. Costanzo's in the middle, all by himself. Takes one touch. Oh, what a stop by O'Donnell. Okay, it was point blank, but he still had to make sure, and he's put it over the bar.
Maybe they're even now, I think. West Adelaide have missed a couple that really they should have put away, and that one from Dom Costanzo. He did all the hard work, didn't he? He made that dash, so much speed, measured the defender and just made him overcommit to get him out of the way, and then finally hitting it. Was just tapped over. Not out of danger yet, though. West Adelaide, they've got this corner to defend.
They do indeed, and here comes that corner now. Chipped into the middle. Abachu's up. Kitano was up. Not sure which one in the end got their head to it, but either way, Jackson O'Donnell has collected it. Banjak plays it along the deck. Ivanich now. Alex Simopoulos. Through the middle they go. Riley Stam almost got there. Western clears. Odenwalder now. De Oliveira. Banjak and Simopoulos. It's all West just now. But it is ebbing and flowing. It's not always West. Stam has Odenwalder, opts not to use him, wins the corner.
Looks like we might be prepping a change for West Adelaide as well. I can see the number 10, Dion Kirk, getting ready to come on. Looks like this corner's going to play out before we do get to that, though.
Into the 74th minute here, just 16 or so to go, plus injury time.
Just notice Matthew Dorber's on his feet as well.
That one's cleared easily by Abachu, but only as far as corner goal in. It's packed in the middle, look at that. It's like Rundle Mall the Saturday before Christmas Day. You like that, Simon? There's a little chip over the top. That didn't get to its target though, and City clear.
I did like that. That was a good reference. Meanwhile, it looks like we're going to have a substitution ×2, and Dion Kirk's going to come on for West Adelaide, and it's going to be Matt Dorber for Adelaide City.
West Adelaide making another substitution, coming off number 42, Cunningham, and coming on number 10, Dion Kirk.
Dion Kirk on. Connor Golan, the player coming off for West. And Asad Kasumovic is taking about 4 hours to make his way over to the side here. Come on, Asad, I've got to be home before midnight.
Yeah, you guys haven't wrapped this up yet.
Kasimovic comes off to light applause. Dauber is on.
Adelaide City making a substitution as well, coming off number 47, Asad Kasimovic, and coming on number 9, Matthew Dauber.
Banjak looking for Ivanic. Bradley Corbo intercepts that one. He slipped though. West have it as a result of that slip. Simopoulos feeds it out wide. Ivanic into the middle. Too close to John Hall though, and he collects it. Riley Stam was loitering, but Hall's hands too steady.
I think both keepers have really earned it today, but John Hall maybe even a little bit more. He's really done outstanding tonight.
De Oliveira now out to this near side. Banjak. Odenwalder now with it. Castaneda eventually mops up. There's 2 balls in the pitch, but we've played on. Second ball has now been cleared. Booted clear by Eduardo Castaneda. Here is Castaneda again. De Oliveira puts it into the middle there, but Stam met it with his head, but unable to direct it. John Hall collects it.
Yeah, he didn't look to be in the sort of position where he really could have made anything dangerous from it. But looked like maybe a little bit of a rough landing for Stam as well. Got up a little bit gingerly. O'Donnell finds Diego. He picks out his target on that left-hand side. Back into Kirk. There's De Oliveira again. He's trying to shake Dauber.
Dauber challenges there. Uses that big upper body of himself. Oh, good lash out there. Young Eduardo Castaneda might find his name taken here for that.
Well, the crowd saw it.
You saw it, didn't you?
I saw it.
I think everybody saw it. It's just whether it's punished accordingly or not.
It's very stern word.
Very kind and benevolent refereeing there. He's decided just to let that one go.
Mixed feelings about that in the crowd below us.
It was a clear kick out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it seemed it's from where I'm standing anyway.
It'd be somewhat hypocritical of me to criticise a player for doing that. I was always doing that, much to my now embarrassment. Anyway, back underway. Free kick has been taken. West Adelaide have possession on that far side. De Oliveira dropped right back into that centre-back role. Here's Alex Simopoulos now. Back to De Oliveira. He's just showed too much of it to Cato. It's a yellow card for De Oliveira there. Everyone in the crowd has an opinion on that one as well. I apologise if we picked up any language that's... It's a Sunday evening, isn't it, around dinner time, so hopefully the language wasn't inappropriate for that.
Just while they're waiting for Katana to get up, Dom Costanzo thought it'd be opportunistic there and bang it forward, but Christian Vidicchio was having none of it. Got a couple of players out there trying to make a little bit of a sideshow of this. But we love it on Derby Day, don't we?
Oh, absolutely.
It's all part of it.
Yuki Kitano is thankfully back up on his feet. Scored City's first goal tonight way back in the first minute. Well, second minute actually, but very early on. West Adelaide pulled an equaliser back 5 minutes into the second half in the 50th minute mark, and then Oliver Western scored in the 57th minute to make it 2-1 for the visitors. And that's where we find ourselves now. John Hall clears there.
I was about to make the comment that Adelaide City seem to be doing the chasing at the moment, but in doing that, they're doing it pretty furiously as well. And we've seen what they'll be able to do when they've won it high to fully capitalise on it. So not a bad strategy, but here are West Adelaide potentially on a break.
Castaneda. I would just say West Adelaide are playing better possession football over the last 10 minutes or so as Ivanich gets his head up to that one, but no power behind it. I think West Adelaide's possession football is probably a little bit better than their opponents just over the last 5 or 10 minutes. And there's Schmitze. This is a little bit of frustration, I think. Not sure why he's frustrated. His team are 2-1 up, and you know, they are 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes away from a 3 points here in the RA NPL South Australia.
Unless something silly does happen and they lose their head and lose a player, which, I mean, we haven't seen any challenges that looked quite that close yet, but we've got a lot of players on yellow now.
Well, the beauty of our game is anything can happen. It's just one of those matches. We're hoping Johnny Keckle will get us an interview down there on the pitch at full time, but so don't go anywhere when the final whistle goes as this free kick comes into the middle from De Oliveira. And Costanzo has one to chase. He faces Alex Samopoulos. West Adelaide are back in numbers. They've got 6 or 7 behind the ball before you know it. Oliver Weston will take the throw. Down the line it goes. Finds Schmitze. He turns Odenwalder and then boots it into the car park 5. In this day and age with spare balls everywhere, that tactic doesn't really help you if you are trying to waste time, you know.
But maybe it makes you feel better for the time being.
I guess it does. Maybe it's a bit of therapy for him.
Well, we suspected when Adelaide City went 2-1 up that we hadn't seen the rest of the goals, but it seems to be West Adelaide in control at the moment, but I don't think they've quite shown that killer last touch.
Might change here as Odenwalder gets to the byline, crosses in with his right. It's too deep though. Dion Kirk is over there. He'll pick that one up. Plays it back. Still West Adelaide. Castaneda. Didn't quite get that one under control and he's lost it. Yuki Kitano decides, I don't know if that was a shot?
I'm not quite sure what that was.
Jackson O'Donnell was a mile off his line. Kitano did look up, but then he's pushed it out to the side here.
I think it's safe to say it's a sort of ball that looks a bit uncharacteristic for NPL. It's the long bomb forward.
Adelaide City making a substitution here. Dan Petropoulos comes on. Dominic Costanzo is the player who comes off. Didn't get a goal tonight, Dominic Costanzo, but did score last week in the 2-2 draw with FK Beograd in the 16th minute. They'd scored in the 6th minute through Luis Laurie Latanzio and then got a second one 10 minutes later, but that was all they managed last week. FK Beograd fought their way back into it. 2 goals from Lorenzo Baselli meant that game ended 2-2, but Costanzo now leaves us.
We had a good close look at him during that second half, and God, he's an exciting player when he's on. Making those runs really creative as well. But he'll call it a night here. Meanwhile, we've got a man down in the all black of Adelaide City. But we've seen a little bit of time consumed throughout this second half as well, so it seems like we may be in that mode. It looks like Patrick Carrichier will continue.
Back underway. City trying to build something on that right-hand side. Just 6 minutes remain here at Kilburn Sportsplex in this men's RA NPL South Australia match. But I tell you what, Schmitze should check on him for doing that. Just to walk away from that feels... That's disappointing. Whether it was deliberate or accidental feels irrelevant. I feel Francesco Schmitze at least should check on his opponent.
That happened right in front of our eyes. That was
and in fact, Schmitze's
really
got a wry smile on his face now. It's James Odenwalder is the player who's down. Sorry to interrupt you there, Simon.
No, I was just going to add that, yeah, it was Odenwalder that copped that, and Oh, that was unfortunate. I mean, you got the vision there. There's not really a lot else to add, is there?
No, that's a significant head knock, really, to get the ball in your side of your face like that. I'd be surprised if Odenwalder can continue after that.
Oh, he's up on one knee. Jeez.
I don't think. I mean, that was a fairly heavy knock. You know, Odenwalder will need a minute. I'd be surprised if he can continue after that. That was a. I mean,
just it all depends where it hit him, because you get one of those square to the nose, then you know, that's broken. That's done for. He just gave a nod. Does that mean, yes, I'm okay to continue? He's
well, the trouble with a player like Odenwalder is he'll want to continue, won't he?
Yeah, sometimes they have to be protected from themselves, don't they?
Odenwalder is at the side of the pitch, but
he's not bleeding, so that's a positive for the current makeup of his facial features.
Not externally, he's not, Simon. The encouraging side is that the bleeding isn't external.
Well, he's having a chat to Christian Vidicchio now, so who knows? Willie, it looks like he's waiting to come back on, and he's been waved on. So.
Corbo meets that one. Kirk picks it up, goes back to Castaneda. Again, City onto that quick. Bressan unable to contain Castaneda, but he does put pressure on him enough to win the throw.
Just a quick time check for us, David. We're into the 87th minute now. It's gone so quickly this half and this match.
It has. It's the company you keep, though, as well. Don't forget that. But no, it's. I mean, it has. It's gone. It's flown by. I mean, we've only had the 3 goals, but it's been very entertaining, and it's just been so good to have such a big crowd here to watch it as well. I mean, this main stand is really packed. Good atmosphere. You know, a celebration of 2 of the arguably greatest teams in our clubs in the state. I know that other clubs will probably not be entirely happy with me saying that, but you know, having watched these 2 teams playing in the national stage back in the 80s and 90s, you know, it's a great celebration of our local game. To see them here. Here's Odenwalder now. Castaneda crosses with his left. Oliveira with a shot from distance. It doesn't go that far wide, but I think John Hall knew it was going wide and just watched it pass.
Just to further underline your point, I mean, the accomplishments, the time played at the top tier of this country, the amount of Socceroos that both of these sides have produced as well, that's something that can't be denied, whatever your allegiance are. And you see how important it is to the local community that everyone came out. That's something that you can't deny either. So it's just great to see that support and how relevant, I guess, the achievements of yesteryear still are to the local football community.
They've come out from other clubs as well. Catano's underneath that when he heads it back. Shimitsi's picked this up. What can he do? Plays it back out to the side. It's been shot into the middle. It's close range there. I think it's Dauber, the player who tried to get a foot in there, but Jackson O'Donnell out there. Marco Grelli tidying up for West. They immediately tried to play it out from the back, but City have already got players forward. They hadn't retreated back to their shape. Castaneda now. Ivanic. Back to Castaneda. Banjak. Time beginning to become the enemy of West.
What was that stat about the late goals, David?
West Adelaide have scored a quarter of their goals in the last 15 minutes, Simon. 6 of the 22. There's 23 goals now, of course, but yeah, just over a quarter of their goals have been scored in the last 15 minutes, but they need that now. The cross comes into the middle. Breaks to Ivanic. They will get a corner, though. Come on, Westies is the cry from the main stand here.
Jackson O'Donnell was just coming up and making his gesture to the bench to ask what the time was. Not sure if he was going to come up and receive this, and he's given the nod, and yes, he will.
Yeah, Jackson O'Donnell up there in the pink shirt for the header. Always a bit risky when you go further forward than your last defenders. That one just headed wide by Eduardo Castaneda.
Not sure what happened there. Jackson O'Donnell was coming over to take it, then he turned back, and there was a quick word from Christian Verdicchio as well. Not quite sure what that was. It would have been a handy time to have those two marked up.
Yeah. I don't mind goalkeepers going up for headers, but when they go past the last 2 or 3 defenders, you think, hang on a minute, that doesn't feel right. You know, what if there is a break? You might have 3 defenders there, but ultimately the goalkeeper's the one that is responsible for the protection of his net. Stam gets it to De Oliveira by accident more than design. And the pass is loose. Schmitzi's on the prowl here down the left-hand side on his left foot. He doesn't fancy crossing it with his left, though. Wodenwalder's onto him. Still Schmitzi in the corner. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like it might be a scrum or a ruck, to use rugby terms.
Well, they're going in to receive a corner now, so after all that, I think Schmitzi's played that perfectly. Eat up just a little bit of time, and they'll need to do so as they get this.
It's a little bit of off the ball there between, I think, Bradley Corbo and Dion Kirk way back at the halfway line.
Is that Abichu that he's just called over? Yeah. Just telling Karachia to take a hike. Now you guys give each other a hug and get the last few minutes of this game done.
Be best friends. There's only a moment to go.
Shake hands, shake him. Anyway.
The outcome of all that remains a corner for Adelaide City. They've taken it very short. West Adelaide in there to win that ball back as they can, and they've got the goal kick. Retrieved by De Oliveira. Given to Banjak, who's taken it very quickly. Banjak again, West Adelaide pushed up, and there's a little bit of after still again between Kirk and Abichu up there. Just keep your eye on that one, Simon. As De Oliveira makes his way forward. Ivanich, nice turn. Ball into the middle. Stam can't get the shot in, but it's fallen to Kirk. He has a snapshot, and Hall has saved that one. Parity remains. Ball back into the middle, headed clear by Abichu, but only as far as Odenwalder. He pops it back into the middle. Hall's under it, can't get to it. Hall's under it again, gets it at the second attempt. Still 2-1. I'm going to need a lie down after this one, Simon.
Derby moments. There was another one. Just to make you hold your breath, just to see how this match is going to end. Not sure about the clock. Don't care to look at it right now, because now it's Adelaide City coming forward.
Catano's taking this one into the corner. Again, a little bit of hugging and tugging, but West Adelaide have come away with it. Castaneda finds Odenwalder. Stam's on the run, but Odenwalder's final ball is lacking. He's probably still seeing stars. And Ivanich eventually loses out to Dauber. And you feel time has maybe now run out for West.
Well, however this one ends, it's delivered well as far as derbies go. Big sense of occasion with the first time that this has taken place at this ground.
Still a bit of a delay in getting this underway. Abichu eventually takes it. Adelaide City players both leave it. De Oliveira takes it, goes long. Kirk was underneath it, but they didn't get to him. But still West have it. Simopoulos now finds Odenwalder. Western challenges. Odenwalder releases. Daniel Bressan picks up now for Adelaide City. He's got Dauber, and he'll use him. Dauber tries to give him it back, but the pass just ends up with Banjak. West Adelaide come away again. End-to-end stuff, Simon. Edge of your seat. Did you bring a seatbelt with you today? Because you would have needed it. throw in for West down this near side. Ivanich now gets past two opponents. And then, great tackle by Karachi, wasn't it?
That's beautiful, dude.
And that's it. Final whistle goes. Riley Stam maybe a little bit late there in Karachi at the very end, but it has finished 2-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard here. On the visiting side, Adelaide City take all 3 points. They opened the scoring very early on. Yuki Kitano with just 1 minute and 12 on this clock. That's it, Simon, isn't it? 1 minute and 12 on the clock when he opened the scoring. It was 1-0 at half time. Maxime Ivanich popped up in the 50th minute to pull one back and restore parity. It was 1-1 then. And then 7 minutes later, the 57th minute, something rarer than toilet paper during COVID, Oliver Weston scored a goal. He popped up in that 57th minute to score what has proved to be the winner. And it's finished 2-1.
We would have expected Oliver Weston to be the goal-scoring hero for the day, but it was a derby day. We expected something amazing to happen in terms of the spectacle. How exciting was that?
Yeah, what were your general thoughts? I mean, if you could pick out a few players out there, if you could pick a few players out there, which one were the ones that sort of stood out for you?
It's really difficult because I think all in all, it's been a pretty impressive performance. I think first half from Yuki Kitano stuck out. You know, he got that goal early as well, so I think he's one player that made a difference to me. But so much of it was played in the middle of the pitch. It's really difficult to pinpoint anyone.
Okay, well, I think Johnny Keko's down there. I think he might even have the goal scorer with him, young Johnny. Is that true? Who have you got with you there?
I'm here with, apparently he's called Brick, but he is Oliver Weston. Congratulations, mate. You've been getting all the celebrations just then after the game, and well-deserved as well. How are you feeling at the end of that 90 minutes?
Oh, yeah, great. Good hit out. Great team, great derby, and it's great to come out on top.
What's the feel? They've been putting it at you all the way to the last minute in this game today. They came out fighting. West Adelaide had a few shots, hit the post a few times as well, but you guys managed to hold on, get the points. But personally, how are you feeling to get on the score sheet and get the winner as well for your side?
Yeah, unreal moment. I can't believe I scored that. First league goal. Just a great feeling.
And a great moment as well for the club as well. It's a historic derby between the two sides, and to get your first league goal against this side must be an important moment for yourself, and you must be so excited. I can see the smile on you as well. It's so good.
Oh, it's crazy. I can't believe it. All the boys are saying, "Oh, imagine if you scored." I just got a haircut, and they're blaming it on the haircut, and now I got a new one. Goal. That's what they're saying.
So you're sticking with this haircut then?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, anyway, it's a great result for you as well. Now put you up in equal points with Playford in fourth place at the moment. So very important for the league table as well. So very good win for you guys. I'll let you go celebrate with the boys.
Yeah, thank you.
All good. Well done, mate. Congratulations. There we are. Very happy, Oliver Weston.
Feel good story there, wasn't it? I mean, his first half. I mean, obviously,
and he got a haircut.
And a haircut as well. Yeah, he looks very smart. One of the smartest presented players out there for Adelaide City tonight, I think. He obviously his first league goal as well. I mean, we knew he'd scored in the cup, but his first league goal, I think, obviously means a lot to him. I mean, his performance tonight, how would you summarise it, Simon?
Brilliant. I mean, he was called into action so many times defensively, but to be the one that got that decisive goal in the end as well. The fact that he was finding it very difficult to find the words, I think, speaks volumes for how much it meant to him. Just so incredible. What a game we've got to witness. Sometimes you do have these big games that we look forward to and you think, is it going to deliver? But it certainly has tonight. Just the entertainment, the fact that the crowds come here, got around it. Just, really incredible. I think Weston can be so proud of himself and just the whole team performance that Adelaide City have put forth. And West Adelaide, even though they have fallen short, they had opportunities to equalise. They weren't able to capitalise and maybe a little bit unlucky in instances. But in terms of their overall effort, really impressive. Unfortunately for them, they just need results to start falling their way.
Yeah, bad luck for West Adelaide tonight, but that win for Adelaide City does take them up above Playford on the ladder. They now go third. It was as high as they potentially could go tonight with a win, but takes them up to the top. West Adelaide, as we look out there, the players looking quite disconsolate. I don't think they can be too, not ashamed, that's not the right word, but too downhearted by their performance tonight. I think it was a very evenly matched game. I think maybe the difference between the two, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, Simon, is that Adelaide City just simply took their chances when they presented themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe something that stands out about Adelaide City as well. There are games where they don't look like they control play, but when they come forward and they score, they don't miss. I think that's fair to say. In terms of the players looking a little dejected, I don't think you can put it down to this particular game. I think just more in terms of their season as a whole, the accumulation of falling short at various times, all those draws at home, narrow losses to really good teams. I think, they've been putting in, we see quality on the pitch, but they aren't seeing the results, and that's really frustrating.
Well, I think that probably concludes our evening. Simon, have you enjoyed it? Oh, of course you've enjoyed yourself.
Are you not entertained?
Well, of course. I think tonight's match has been just an absolute cracker and a great advert for our local game. But I think it's probably time we probably packed up and headed home. I've had an absolute pleasurable evening with you tonight. I hope it's been the same for yourself.
Oh, the pleasure has been all mine. It's been fantastic. And again, great crowd out here and a great example of, how brilliant the atmosphere can be locally and why you should get to a local game.
Support our local football. We're going to go now. It has finished 2-1 for Adelaide City here in the big derby. Goals very early on. Yuki Kitano in the first minute. Equaliser from Maxine Ivanich in the 50th minute. And then an Oliver Western winner in the 57th minute. And that concludes round 12 here of the men's RA NPL. It's a week before we have to do this again, Simon. But for now, it's goodbye from me.
Catch you later.
And it's goodbye from him.